welcome to another Yarn Hook Needles tutorial. Today we're going to talk about crocheting in the round. Now for some people this is just a very frustrating technique and they choose not to mess with it. But I want you to be able to do all facets of crochet with ease. And so I'm going to teach you how I crochet in the round without any headaches and with very minimal mess ups, because let's face it, we're all human and sometimes we're gonna mess up. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, so what I've done is I've just created a long chain, and basically what you want to do is you want to make sure that as you're getting ready to grab this end stitch here, your whole chain isn't all twisted. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our hook right there into that very first chain. My tail's in the way. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through both of those loops. So now what we've done is we've created a sort of ring, as you can see. Okay, so we're just going to be working with single crochet stitches to keep this simple, and basically you're going to chain one. Now normally if you've watched my how to crochet straight edges video, chain ones are usually indicative of a single crochet stitch, but when it comes to crocheting in the round, they operate a little differently, at least for me in my Yarn Hook Needles designs. So we chained one, but what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put a single crochet into that same chain one space that we made. So in this pattern, or in this way of crocheting in the round, that chain one does not count as a single crochet stitch. And all you're going to do is single crochet all the way around. So the key to making sure that you are doing the right thing when it comes to crocheting in the round is right when we get towards the end here. So we have this stitch, and then we're right back here at our chain one. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch to the top so as to connect. Now remember, this little guy right here, he's going to be woven in, so you don't need to worry about him. We're going to chain one. Okay, so that completed round one. What we're going to do now is, remember, our chain one in this scenario does not indicate a single crochet. So we're going to single crochet into that same space that we just did our chain one and continue around for round two of this pattern. So go around again, and I will meet you back here to show you one more time how to do the connection to get that seam. So here we are again, coming up towards the end. Do a single crochet, and as you can see, we've got this space here. So you've got something coming up out of there, so you don't do anything here. You're going to slip stitch to the top so as to connect, chain 1, single crochet into that same space as that chain 1, and keep going. I'm going to work up a couple more rounds just so you can see what, after some work looks like. But just remember that when you're getting ready to join those rounds, you're going to slip stitch the pieces together, chain 1, and single crochet into that same chain 1 space. Also, just keep an eye on whatever it is that you're making so as to make sure that the band hasn't twisted or anything like that. So just watch that as you're going, and I'll meet you back here after I get a few more rows done. As you can see, I've worked up a few rows, and this is what you start to get, the seam, as you're working. And so you could turn it right side out like this once you're done, and nothing different. So you're basically working it inside out, if you will. So yeah, that's basically how you accomplish crocheting in the round without any wonkiness. Very simple, very easy. Just be sure that whenever you're making those connections with the rounds, that you slip stitch, you chain 1 or 2 or 3 for whatever the pattern calls for, and then you, unless it's indicated in the pattern, you put that new stitch in the same spot you put the chains, so that because again, the chains don't count as a stitch unless the designer has said it does. So I hope that clears up any confusion or any frustration you might be experiencing from crocheting in the round. Please leave a comment down below if you still are having issues, and I will do my absolute best to help you work through them. I want you to have all of the tools to become the best crocheter that you can possibly be. So please make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let your maker friends know that Yarn Hook Needles is your resource for learning all of the skills that you need to be the best crocheter you can be. I'll see you guys in the next video.